day, lords and ladies of the internet. I am your host, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I welcome you back to Oxygen Not Included, where we have the Gentleman's Shack, which is really just a cover for our evil corporation with our plans to take over the world. Yes, I have finally justified this place to myself. So, what is the plan for today? Well, for a start, we are just going to keep on with our regular plans of shoving Travado up into space as much as possible to get our ISA in order to make more this stuff, insulin. And then from there we can probably optimize our oxygen plant over here a little. So you know that it's not 18, 20-ish degrees by the time it gets to here. A little. But one key thing that has been suggested to me is try making jetpacks. To which I think, that's actually an intriguing idea to try. I wouldn't mind that. There's just a singular problem. Getting the oil. And in order to get that oil, we need to find a way to get the oil. And how do we get that oil? Well, we basically kind of just gotta dig down as far as we can in an attempt to get to a place which has an oil well, so that we can build this, wherever the hell it is, oil well on top of it. Because you see, once we have an oil well on top, we will have we just pump clean water into it, and it'll generate us an awful lot of water. But it uses an awful lot of oil, but it also uses an awful lot of water. Because that's a problem. Actually, to be fair, this is actually running out a little. This little reservoir down here, which is interesting. Yeah, looking at all these wires, I need someone to make this switch right now. If something breaks, it's on you guys. And trust me, something is likely to break. Gerardo, are you in the bloody rocket? Yes, you're in the bloody rocket. Well then, get out into space and sort out the bloody space stuff. That shield generator certainly looks cool, is all I can say. How's everyone doing with their jobs, by the way? Joshua has officially become a max level courier, meaning he can now become an exosuit engineer in order to gain that stuff. And Hassan can become a golfer. Glorious! You two are perfect at farming now. Well, we might as well max you out then at it, as that is your job. Off you go, guys! And seriously, someone make this switch before it's too late, because it's definitely breaking all the wires. But the fact our power is going down is concerning. Although it shouldn't be concerning, because it's still the beginning of the day. Meaning that half the power isn't even being generated yet. That can be automized, that switch, right? No, it can't. Well then, someone go turn off the switch then. That's better. Let's cut all the circuit stuff in half. It may say its circuit status is 3500, but remember that 3500 is barely ever used. We still just need more batteries in here, and just more solar plants, power plants in general. Also, because we've learned that this thing can't be used in here, there's no point making this into a room. So, yeah. Have we figured out a way down here yet? No? Unreachable. That's unreachable, is it? You know what it is because of the slime. That's reachable. Yeah, actually dig both. Because if you dig both, then it would mean the slime is underwater, so it's not affecting everyone. I need to figure out a way of powering this down here. What's the circuit on this thing? Not even close to 2000. Right. Well then, that means I just go like so, and then deconstruct that wire there. Where are you going? You're going to go generate power. Are you, Hassan? Well, that's mighty fine of you, is all I can say. Oh! The pepper plant is growing. Also grand and glorious. Yeah, I definitely need a better way of powering everything down here besides, you know, these hamster wheels. Probably using this, honestly. It wouldn't actually be the worst idea to try and use this natural gas generator to power everything down here. But if I'm going to use jetpacks, which I'm not sure if I've mentioned is the main goal of this episode yet, then I need to make sure that I have fuel. Jetpack suit checkpoint and a jetpack dock. Requires twice as much resources as a regular one. We have copper for some reason, which I don't know or like. Stores and refuels jet suits with oxygen and petroleum. I don't see an intake valve here for petroleum, though. Like, it's gotta be a plumbing thing, right? Yeah. Filtered output pipe. What? Wait, filtered output pipe? You mean like a liquid filter? What? Why does it have a filtered output pipe rather than an intake pipe? How does that work? Docks can refuel jet suits with air and fuel or empty them of waste. What's the waste? You know what, either way, we do need to make a jet suit, so... which requires a bit of petroleum. Interesting. I need to figure out a way of getting petroleum. Or a way of filtering out water. You know, in a way that allows me to actually pull out the water. Go, Ren, go! Is all I can say. There's an oil reservoir for us. Excellent. Excellent! How's that going to help me in any shape or form? Because I still need to filter the water on top of it, don't I? Do those things have an overload temperature? Yes! 2,000 degrees. It doesn't matter. The power in our solar panels is going down, I see. Is there any way we can get it starting to generate power again quickly enough? It appears to be generating power now. Yep, it's increasing. Okay. So I guess I need to figure out a way to dig down to the oil reservoir then. Safely, at least. And at the same time, it probably wouldn't be the worst idea to basically unlock all of this fuel here. Does this require manual operation? No. No, it doesn't. Okay, that's good. So theoretically, we could put one there, put a water pump down there, and it would just work continuously. In fact, we got a bunch of water here as well, which could work with it quite well. I mean, there is a crap ton of water there. And in the end, we still have this water geyser too we could use it for as well. We have a lot of water geysers in this particular spawn. Yeah, the solar panels work fine. It's just occasionally they can have a bit of a hiccup, is all. So we need to improve our oil production. How do we improve our oil production? Well, for a start, make it a proper damn power source. What kind of power source? Probably using this thing. So, if we just go here, and basically say we want that, that, probably 2 of them, 3 of them even. Power, 800. That means if I have the station in there, I only need 2. Like so. Then, from here, we can... we'd need mesh tiles under each of those. A liquid pump. Probably about between the middle of them. Ready to pipe up the... whatchamacallit. We probably want to get into there from... from over here, quite frankly. So if you delete that... Additionally, if you make that a priority 9, just so it can get powered, it would be quite good. We need to have this... We do need a gas vent in here. Very obviously. That's a good way to get a power station down to... for this area, at least. We just then need to make it a bit of a battery room. Which can probably be up and around here, but we want to make sure we don't have to deal with too much slime lung in that area first. So, yeah. I'm going to delete that for now. And also put another door there. This is the beginnings of our improved power plant for our oil refinery, people. Just so that we can make jetpacks. I mean, what kind of world domination can you have without jetpacks? How do those keep breaking? And now I can make it up to this way, so I can get Nufolium and Fullerene. Now, we have access to Fullerene from this place, but we get a minuscule, probably the same amount, from this place. But also, not much else. We don't know much about it. Old X-ray. Weird, it has 5 fingers. Wait, what? Ew, weird, it has 5 fingers. May, or anyone, huh? You only have 4 fingers. I never noticed that. We're just like them. Right? There's no weird 5-fingered people watching, right? I have 1,700 tons of regolath. I'm pretty sure there's meant to be a limit on how much we need. Alright, Gerardo, go to this meteoric asteroid, find us our Nublomium and Fullerene, and see what it does for us. Off you go, Gerardo! See you in 6 days. Bring us back a little research, too, for yourself. Magma. Why are you creating magma? Why do I question it? We are running out of coal, though, I do admit. Meaning we might want to try and uncover some more. From any which way we can. You know, the distinct lack of oxygen to these things might be a correlation to how much we're lacking. Okay, I think one critical thing I need to start doing is set that that needs to go away. This needs a ladder. That needs a tile, and that needs deleted because I need to turn that into a whatchamacallit now. Power grid. One of these large transformers. You know, that's so that these things up here, which are now dead, stop trying to power everything, power the batteries everywhere else. Which might be a critical cause of things. Losing power and such. Yeah, I need to figure out a way of getting more oxygen into those suits. if I want my power to be made a real thing. There, that works. Now these things shouldn't be under so much stress, should they? Maybe the meteor shower will be done by the time these really slow-moving gates are finished opening? It's not unlikely, given the rate this seems to usually have at breaking these things. Come on, meteors, you can stop now. The doors are open. Stop. There's no need for the meteors. Oh, there's a geyser right there. Well, that's a rare occurrence. A nice rare occurrence. I wouldn't mind seeing what it is. I can get to it from the coal. Huh. I might be running out of reed fiber in order to make my insulin. Is that going to be the limiting factor? Reed fiber. Considering it takes 5 to make each reed fiber, it's not surprising, but... Oh, this thing's got... We ran out of water from this pump, did we? How much water are you capable of pumping through at a time? 10 kilograms. I see. No wonder this thing isn't filling up then. It's because this thing isn't full. Why is there slime lung in the water? Oh, what do I care? We can take a little bit of an epidemic a bit. Well, crap. These things are out of power again. They run out of power once, and then they're just constantly recovering from the fact they ran out of power. How's everyone doing on jobs? Yes. I should have thought about this earlier when all of you were on 90%. So, Rowan, get over there. And Ren, get over here. Nisbet, I can't remember what you wanted to be. A rancher, that's right. Well, worry not, Nisbet. We can help you with that. What did exosuit training do again? Ah, you don't take the whatchamacallit penalty while wearing it, do you? Because currently you've got a -6 to the atmosphere suit, which is now back up to the regular. You're going to put on a new hat. Ren, you have a job. He will eventually learn he needs to put on the new hat. Same with Devon. You're just offering me 2,000 kilograms of water. I swear this has happened before, but I don't know whether you come in as just a water or as a jug, so I'm just going to do the water. And it's as regular water, not as a jug. Alright. Well, back to the regular act of just waiting and seeing. May, why the fuck are you up in the air? Jesus Christ, you're free now. Go away. May, you're free. Go downstairs. Get on a med bay. You stupid little idiot. Like, full credit for you for actually building that, like, immediately. I will give you credit for that. But don't be a little idiot. Like you guys always seem to like to be. Admittedly, I've never seen a farmer chamber in use. It looks interesting, to say the least. You don't look comfortable in there. That's for sure. You know, anyone want to turn on the power switch, you know, to save our everything? You know, because there's meteors falling down and we don't want them landing on top of on all of our whatchamacallit. We must be constantly expanding our solar panels. That is how we survive. The fact everywhere must be covered in solar panels if we wish to live. Also make full use of every geyser we can find as well. That would also be a good way to work. We managed to get anywhere down here. Oh, you did manage to dig into there. Perfect. Well, dig all that up. And then I guess your next task will be to do that. Do that next time you can, Ren. Just because I want to see what's in there. What that geyser is, because it could be something extremely useful and that we actually require. Has Travado come back yet? He has. Oh. Okay. Did you get any data pads? You did get a couple of data banks. Okay. From the fact the cargo bay's full, I'm guessing these conveyor belts actually broke again. Why do they keep breaking? So what did you get? You get 25 kilograms of nobaline, 8 kilogram of fullerene. Okay. Oh, we got a couple of gulpfish in here. Why do we have a couple of gulpfish in here? More like, how can gulpfish and tropical pacu exist in the same pool of water? Copper. Ah! These aren't being filled to... It contained copper? That planet contained copper? Yeah, copper. Copper, iron, obsidian. Alright, okay. What's this contain? Alright, then I guess this one needs to be, copper and iron. Your regolath. Obsidian sounds to me like a material, so it should be in this one. Maybe that's why nothing was coming up in this special generator, because it still wasn't actually in my inventory. There we go! Thermium! The hell is this? Thermium is industrial metal alloy formulated to maximize heat transfer and thermal disposition. Okay. Overheat temperature plus 900 degrees. That sounds pretty good. How do I get it? Wolframite to Tuscine. Okay. So we need 5 of that in order to make 5 of this. Alright then. So we got superheat metal. In other words, what I'm gonna make this goddamn telescope out of. Do I have no glass or something? No, I have plenty of glass. Each one of those glasses takes 100 glass. I don't have enough glass. That's how much glass I have left. Is that number after all the construction materials. Either way, still need to make more. How has no one made that conductive wire yet? Someone break this gas vent before I kill you all. Thank you. Maybe now we might get a little more oxygen into these suits. Meaning we can use them a bit more then. Hopefully it shouldn't impact our... you know... oxygen... our livable oxygen too much. But I guess we'll see in time. Did a wire break? Yes, a critical wire broke. And here. How are these wires breaking so much? So, can I make a telescope out of this new stuff yet? Thurime, not yet. What's this? Nobaline. Oh. Oh, Nobaline has plus 50% decor. And plus 500 overheat temperature. Not quite as good as Thorime, but still pretty good. And also, I guess for now, I'm going to have to just stick to the fact this thing needs to be steel. That way we can get to space. So close. So close. Close enough, in fact, that I can do this. In order to get you to break out the rest of the coal. Hey, I may be attempting to use conductive wire to fix everything. Has it actually worked yet? Yes, it has. But this is a limited resource, is the natural gas geyser. The... whatchamacallit... coal... basically, they're both limited resources, but the coal is more limited than this. I'm pretty sure I'm meant to be doing something with jetpacks this episode, but I seem to be having trouble getting people to, you know, get down here to do stuff involving them. Okay, I need you to break a bit more than that, apparently, Ren. Also, there's a little sickler right there. Off you go, Travado! Get us more Nubaline! Now, did that break the shipping? Things. No, it doesn't look like it did. I feel as though I should try and personalize each room. Depending on the objects. So like this egg. And this periscope with a Pacu in it. Should be the home to the ranchers. This is home... this one, which is going to contain the... X-ray and the shield generator, should be home to the scientists and the fancy people. If anything, I should put the periscope, the stethoscope, and the X-ray together for it to be the home of the doctor. I've got 2 mangled saxophones and 2 obelisks, which could work together to be the home of artists, maybe. Or maybe the obelisk is home to the miners, because they like stone. Have we discovered what's down here yet? No, we haven't. Ren, where are you? Also, this definitely seems to have worked for getting us more oxygen down here. So, as it's worked, we need to build 2 more. You know, just so that it actually makes things viable. Right. Okay. I think I thought of a new method of doing the upstairs. First up, we need to do this. We're gonna automate it. As in, if this thing has no battery... in other words, if these have no battery, it's gonna come through and turn this on. So I'm pretty sure I need to put a... NOT gate. Right? Because if that's that turns... active at 0, standby at 100. That means when it's at 100, it turns off. Which turns that, which would turn that off, so it's actually the right way. Never mind. Ren still hasn't gone downstairs, I see. Deliver 2 suits there. Why are these wires breaking? Legitimately, why are they breaking? Well, you made the door now. Can you make the rest of the stuff in here? Please? Okay, what the hell's this? A carbon dioxide vent. Huh. So... if I put a nice big door there, and then unload you, you're just gonna be spewing out carbon dioxide? Which I could then feed to the sicklers? Could work. How does nothing have any power? Christ! What the hell are you all doing? Actually, what are you all doing? Because you don't seem to be fixing any of our problems. Because now this can't do anything until I get a little bit of power in there. How did you guys even let it get to that stage? How did it get to that stage? You got 3 power generators, all of which are whatchamacallit. That's how it got to that stage. Because 3 of these, all working at, you know, 1200, equals very unhappy wires. Don't deconstruct, disable building. Now let's figure out a way to get some power in this damn thing. I'm gonna make a switch here just as an emergency backup thing. You know, guys? So guys, can you actually do the things I tell you to do immediately when I tell you to do them? Please. Please. May, why aren't you building? No, building is more of a priority than deconstructing. Why would you think deconstructing is a priority? Have I ever told you deconstructing is a property? Is a priority over building? Probably. But it's not in this case. So, why do you do it? Okay, in this circumstance, those were priorities, because those needed to be built. So that's why they weren't getting any power. They were just sending off all the power down below. Down to here. You know what? That's not a bad use of its power. Okay. So this carbon dioxide vent is here. If I can move cyclers to it, theoretically, I have a good source of crude oil. Assuming they can survive the initial eruptions. But that's why I am starting off by just letting the thing go. Letting it erupt like it wants to. Because it's 500 degrees. It may start off by being really, really, you know, dense and stuff, but in the end, it should work. How's that wire broken? Fix that wire. How's this wire broken? Fix that wire. How's this wire broken? How are these wires breaking? That doesn't make sense! Bravado, where are you? 2 days away. I want some more of this stuff working. Some more of this thermium. Just to be a silver lining to all this day. Just to get that working, you know? Considering nothing else seems to be. You know? I think I may have sorted out one of the causes of this. Of all this stupidity. Because, I mean, it's not like there's a viable reason for any of it. No. None in the slightest. Like, why these things aren't filling up. They are a bit now. Occasionally. A bit. Okay, I also need to do another thing. Here. Alright? Which is not. As in, if there is not enough power, you will not try and provide power to the rest of the everything. Understood? Because that's also another problem we've got here. This big power transformer, which is apparently transforming too much power. What we need it to do is not be so big. What we need it to be is a tiny one, apparently. To make things work. Because then things might not get overloaded as much. Maybe. I also see nothing up there is getting built either. Come on, guys. It's not hard to grab 2 tons of gold, shove it into the buildings that need to be built, and build them! Little auto sweeper, they're kind of dying with no power. That auto sweeper acts so slowly. Okay, you built it, did you? Good. Power transformer. Regular one. Go. Like Christ. How is there overload damage? 2,000. 2,000. Why is there 2,000 on the circuit? fix the goddamn wire! Tell me why these aren't making power! Because they should be making plenty of power at max production throughout the day! Seriously, fucking tell me where all this power's going. Because it should be increasing. There is not enough things using power for this not to justify being increased. There is not. I'm guessing a wire broke, considering nothing is working again. If you're enabled, why aren't you supplying power? I don't think you understand what enabled means. Enabled means working. Why don't you fucking work? There is no explanation! Just like there's no explanation why there's only 200 joules of power going through. Like, what? Can everyone just fix all of these wires right now? Priority 9. In fact, I'll do it in the morning. We're about to lose all the glass in the world because it's all gonna crack and die. Meaning we're gonna lose a lot of power plants. Meaning we're gonna lose a lot of power. Meaning we're gonna lose a lot of crap! Unless by some miracle, the meteors just decide to stop in the next couple seconds. It's working fine this time. Why does it break occasionally? Get out, Travado. Jesus Christ, you move fast. Why doesn't this generate power? No. Someone, actually, physically, with a little pointer, show me where this power is going. Because... Alright, fine. There's loads of it being used at the moment on this wire. Even though there shouldn't be, only 4 things are active. Why the fuck is there so much power on this wire? There isn't any more. There is? There isn't. There is? There isn't. Why does it keep changing? How much Nubalim do we, or, you know, whatchamacallit do we have now? We have enough. Okay. Someone break that building for me, please. Please. Just shove it out the window. I was meant to be making jetpacks, which would involve making carbon dioxide work. Or using this thing with all of our plentiful supply of water. Or just in making this power plant over here, which is now full of slime lung. Because, of course it is. You know, the fact they've begun building and digging this area out is a start. I mean, it's only taken them 2 hours. Oh, would you look at that? A broken wire. Why is it broken? There is no power on this wire. Okay. Someone physically explain to me how this circuit here is connected to this circuit here, not through not through one of these power transformers. Because I'm telling you, there is no connection! Because that's the only explanation. This is breaking. So look at the numbers. That's increasing because these are increasing. Which would logically mean they are physically connected. Which they're fucking not! And we're about to... It's gonna lose all power now because it's decided it's gonna be stupid! Even now the fucking power doesn't increase! Why doesn't it increase? And nothing is using power! What the hell is going on? What the actual hell is going on? No, these are all generating power. Maximum power. Look at, well, almost maximum power. Look at how much power they're all generating. 350, 380, 350, whatever. These batteries don't increase. Yet, what are the batteries powering? Absolutely nothing. Where is that power going? I built that the wrong way round. I hate these things. I hate these things. Break that thing now! I don't care about using emergency priority right now. Good. Good. These should now be generating a lot of power. Glorious. Okay. Fuck these stupid little power plant thingies. Absolutely fuck them. Because they deserve to be. May, you are not doing anything. You are building. Are you not? Yes is the answer you are looking for. May, where are you going? Why would you build them? They're not the red alert! This wire needs fixing. This wire needs fixing. Set it to red alert is the only hope I have of actually getting them to do anything nowadays. So, I just given up. I only use red alert commands now. I mean, look, we got meteors falling. Do I have any way to stop the meteors from falling? Of course I don't. How did I lose a conveyor rail? Out of interest. You don't tell me these things either. Oh look, one of our solar panels broke. Thank you, morons, for not making sure things work. I can make them out of diamond now. What's the hardness of diamond compared to glass? You should get set to standby soon. About now-ish. Good. Yet the power goes down. Power starts decreasing because what the fuck is draining it? What? Can I delete these two things? Because I swear they're one of the main causes. See, now that they're full, basically, or rather, now that we're not bothering to power up other sets of batteries, our power supply isn't so bad. It's just so frustratingly impossible when none of them can be bothered to ever do anything I tell them. Congratulations, you've actually built this thing. Call me impressed. Just build that power control station and I will start building things in there. Such as a deodorizer. Just because to get rid of all that slime, which I was hoping to avoid this happening with. Where's all that water come from? Probably because of this, sending 1,000 upward, sending 1,000 down, and this potentially sending 1,000 up. All of which doesn't matter, because it doesn't even reach this large power transformer down here. For reasons I cannot even begin to contemplate. Like, what are you even powering? Apart from possibly that. Well, don't worry, guys. 5 days from now, we're going to have ourselves a nice little vacation for having ourselves a 2-year survival holiday. That's right. You guys have officially survived 2 years in 5 days. Which, God forbid, is impressive. Wait, no, it's 365 days in a year. 15 days. 15 days. And now this has a circuit status of 0 watts out of 3,000. I think I just give up. I think I just give up trying to understand this at all. It just doesn't make sense. Ever. How are we doing down here? Good. Okay. Do that next. What am I going to do with this carbon gas pipe? That could do for now. Is it fair to say I'm not even sure what's powering what anymore? Like, these things just seem to be on and working now, permanently. I haven't gone mad, have I? I'm not noticing... I'm not being stupid and not noticing something critical, am I? It is literally the game glitching on me, isn't it? Like, it should only use power, which is... It should only have a circuit wattage of power it is actually using. And when it's using these 4 things, and that's a circuit status of 0, that is a bug. Theoretically a beneficial bug, but it's still a bug. And I'd be nothing but a hypocrite if I said I want to exploit the beneficial bugs, but complain about the improper bugs. And as much of a hypocrite as I am, I'd rather not do either. Because I don't want there to be bugs. I want there to be a working system. Thank you for getting in the rocket, Travado. You've gotten very good at that. How much material is needed to make a robo-miner? 200. Okay. Cool. You know what? You know what, Travado? I want you working the telescope. Because I want to see the other things in space. And you know what's funny about it all? You don't have to worry about it overheating anymore. Because it won't overheat. Because it's impossible for it to overheat. It's got a temperature of 900 odd degrees overheat time. Not even the gantries are over 900. Well, this one's 1,000, but we'll ignore that one. So these things are max power right now because they're not using any. These down here should be channeling power. So this should be channeling power into this, which should be funneling it down here to supply to this thing as well as this thing. But unfortunately, it doesn't seem to want to power to either right now, because that doesn't want to take in more than 200 power for some stupid reason, despite there being a full 1,000 available to it. Am I getting to the point where I should just save, restart, and see what happens? Because I always feel that after I play this game for a certain duration, that I need to get to that point. That I just need to just restart the game. I feel like doing that, but it's already been 2 hours, and I want to go for the 3rd. Dusty Dwarf Planet. There's actually planets? Travado, analyze the object. If I'm doing nothing else, I want to discover everything that space has to offer. And stop fixing everything. For once. Because it can't be decided to work. I haven't gone insane, have I? This is actually bugging, isn't it? By the way, I got 2,000 kilos of this stuff. I should be using it. Why can't I set it to stop, to just transform it into the new material? Why? How does this thing have 8 joules of power available to it? It does not make sense how little energy is going through it. Or the lack of energy this is using. Or the fact that this circuit status is under a kilowatt when I've got 3 things working. Sorry, 7 solar panels working. Am I not meant to have survived this long or something? Is the game glitching, telling me I'm meant to be dead by now? I wonder when this will make sense. You're almost halfway discovering the new place in a day, Travado. Good job, I can work with that. That's acceptable, I'd guess. By the way, can you guys finish this up? You know, if we're gonna have this thing working for free, we might as well have everything working for free. By the way, can you also fix everything? I kind of want the window made of glass to get hit in the head by a meteor now, just so I can see whether or not it actually is stronger. Because according to it, diamond's nearly impenetrable, quote-unquote. Why do you only carry the materials for one? Is it are they seriously incapable of doing multitasking? As in, thinking of doing more than one task at a time? I just want to discover the planets now, Travado. Can you please help me? You can't be that far off discovering this next planet. We've only got, like, 2 layers left. We're going to just finish discovering everything. What's this? Dusty dwarf planet. Same as before. Except it's got 1 less material. Fine. Are you gonna finally finish that bunker door so things can get out? So that this poor solar panel can generate more power. Or rather, this solar panel can generate more power. Why the actual hell would I want ice? How far did you get in like half a day, Travado? 28%. So by that logic, you should be done in a day and a half, maybe. Oh good, there's only one thing left to build. Can you guys build it? Okay, how accurate to sound effects do you need to be? Like, listen. Okay. Listen. How accurate do you need to be to sound effects? Like, every time the shovel's tail would land on the glass, it creates the sound effect of glass walking, or an equivalent sound effect. It's not exactly the glass walking. It's in fact a different sound effect. Just that level of detail is just really nice to see at times. But at the same time, it's also so frustrating when so little of this game seems to want to work properly for me. Currently 360 watts of energy are working. Wait. Do these things only require power when they're producing a signal? That makes things even worse. As to why power wasn't being used, I mean. And also explains a fair amount too. And now it's using a lot of power in order to open up the bunker doors. That power stops being used, and then the power is used for the robo miners in order to unlock everything. So that explains why none of the power up here was being used, or why this is circuit 0, or 250 right now? By what? I don't even know by what. It does kind of half say to me I might want more batteries. Maybe. How are we doing down here? I haven't been downstairs in a while. This is in almost the exact same state as when I left it. They've built a few wires. In fact, they built this thing, which is kind of nice. I'm really thinking I need to, you know, shove a way of melting this, increasing the temperature of this carbon dioxide. Because if I can get that carbon dioxide to work, it's an unlimited source for the cyclers, meaning unlimited oil without the use of water. Yes, you did finish your star mapping. What is it this time? Terrestrial plane. A planet with a walkable surface, though it does not possess the resources to sustain long-term life. Which is why the Paku are the only things living on it. Huh. And we get tier 5 artifacts at this point. Analyze something at the maximum range, please. I wish I knew what was using 240 watts a second right now. I really do. It's almost to me as if the power increased, but it never registered that it decreased. It's especially bad as the whatchamacallit is cut. The meteors are coming in at the beginning of a new day. So I'm guessing up here ran out of power. Yep, looks it. It's a good thing that's pumping out power now. Why isn't that pumping out power? Did a wire break? No. It's just decided it wanted to stop pumping out power. So those do use power when they're scanning. I thought they did, or at least they were meant to. So it was bugging earlier when they... I just don't know anymore. Is it a bug? Is it a feature? Is it meant to be like that? Is it just... what? And now it's using the same amount of power despite the fact something else has been added on. You tell me how to entertain myself while I'm waiting for everything to get built. A little hot air is generating. I'm still hoping that this thing manages to just melt everything in here. That way it can generate enough room for itself as well as enough temperature. I mean, this over here is perfectly fine to be 500 odd degrees. That's nowhere near anyone. Oh look, this thing's generating steam again. Do I care? I mean, I'm not even using the steam vent anymore. If anything, I should be trying to ignore the steam and get my petroleum working. Because it's easier to work with. Theoretically. Assuming I can get this vent to heat everything up. Oh yay, more meteors coming. And no power to learn that the meteors are coming, because the power is being drained by things which don't exist. Can you just get your fucking power? I just want to learn what this last planet is before I end the day. Or maybe I'll wait 5 days, because I'll end on the 2-year mark. I'm pretty sure I need more batteries in here. And to be fair, it was originally meant to be a mega battery room anyway. And there's not that much things that need to be built anymore anyway. By the way, what's this? Gas giant. Huh. Alright. A massive volume of hydrogen formed around a solid mass center. So where's our planet? You know, besides in the background, nearly as an exploded corpse. Wherever the hell it is right now. When in doubt, add more batteries. Yeah, there's our planet. When can we get to that? When can we travel to that? That'd be really cool to travel to. So, today's episode has been a tad of a mess, mostly because they won't do anything, ever. But that's nothing new. Looks like things might slowly be trying to heat up around here. I think Ren's feeling confused, as May can now dig through Azalite, something she never used to be able to do, and he's feeling like his job is being replaced, upon which it is. We have officially run out of power up here, again, because of the fact the, you know, meteor storm went on for too long, and this thing just cannot ever provide the required power needed. Ever. Despite the fact it should be able to. One of the main problems here is this. I know this thing can only transfer 1,000 power, which it's trying to split between this, that, and frankly this. So I should be using the 4,000 one. The problem with that is by doing that, it kind of breaks everything. Why would you not have these wires work on 4,000? You know, in order for... so that whatchamacallits could actually, you know, just do their thing. Conduct the large power transformers. Because it just seems counterintuitive to have the large power transformers be a 4,000, but the highest wire only being 2,000. It's just... what's the logic? No one at all seems particularly keen on making this stuff. And because I'm at the 3-hour mark, and I'm currently out of all forms of willpower to keep going, because of all the glitches and bugs that keep happening involving the power and everything, I'm just waiting out the days now to see what happens, see what they're capable of doing on their own. The answer is normally nothing, but I'm not going to let that stop them. And I do think, in theory, that the solar panels would make a decent secondary supply of power. Due to all the bugs that seem to happen with it, it definitely couldn't be a primary focus. But it could easily be a secondary focus of power. I mean, it does fill up the batteries when it's not trying to power the rest of the facility too. We still don't have any oxygen problems. We're still not even close to having any water problems. Our problem is power. Why? Because they refuse to build anything involving the power. And because the things producing power often don't even work half the time too. Like, I wouldn't mind this stuff being made. In fact, I'd much appreciate this stuff being made. But are they going to do it? Like hell are they going to do it. Oh, it's day 730, everyone. Well done, my little idiots. You have all managed to survive 2 entire years with me in the gentleman's shack. So, everyone, because I'm getting a bit tired of this right now, what can I say other than thank you all for watching. I have been your host this week, the Parafox Archangel, the English gentleman of the internet, and I hope to see you all again next week, where hopefully everything won't bug and glitch and we might be able to get petroleum working. But I'm afraid that until then, it is time for me to bid thee all farewell, good day, and finally, good night.